Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Ed Sports Card Collection. This is a quick UFC. I'm gonna try to make it quick. I told y'all I had something coming, so this is just a little bit of my UFC collection. Ain't nothing too big. I got Jacare Souza, who just got slept by Kevin Holland in the last fight. I got Giagos right there, who just won his last fight. I got Tony Ferguson, who's been on a losing streak, but hey, that's still my boy, so you better leave my boy alone.
Joffrey got his elbow dislocated the last fight.
And I got a Valentina Shevchenko, who was she's champion. She's a champion, right?
Yeah.
And then we just got a new champion right now. She just barely knocked out. Well, she been knocked out, Zhang Weili, but I got her athlete worn memorabilia and I got her signature. So I'm pretty proud to have that before she became a champion. Been a Thug Rose fan. I also got a Tank Abbott UFC glove signed by Tank Abbott. So what I wanted to show y'all today was actually this UFC memorabilia. It's like a little book, so as y'all can see, just a little quick history of what it is. Me and my brother will be watching you. So it's event posters from UFC 1, 1993 to 2017, and we're in 2021, so it's been about 4 years, 4 years and a half. So next year, I think it should be 30, celebrating 30 years of UFC. So this is just what they accomplished, and 25 years the beginning. You got the Hoist Gracie. You got Bob Mayerowitz. You can't forget about him. OG, Hoist Gracie in 1993, UFC 3. Check this out. Mark Coleman, 1997. Man, the octagons back then used to be different. You could have worn shoes. It's like it says a sport is born. See, it got Don Fry in the back. I thought this was pretty cool. A new era begins. You had Tito Ortiz and all them. Chuck Liddell, Ken Shamrock. Then you had the Hall of Fame because some of them had to retire, Well, no brain damage. Then of course, this is when it really started popping on 2009. I remember with my brother and my little friends. I was about maybe 13. We all gathered up to see the Junior Dos Santos versus what was it? Cain Velasquez. And man, I was just enthralled from the beginning, man. Just from the beginning. When I seen Junior Dos Santos sleep him so fast, I became a big fan. Who knows that Cain Velasquez versus that Brock Lesnar, that was a good one. And then Breaking Grounds, they started bringing female fighters, of course. Ronda Rousey definitely set it up for a lot of, but there've been females in this before her. Cyborg, Joanna, Amanda Nunes, Then you had the Conor era, Conor McGregor. Love him or hate him, I'm not a big fan of him, but love him or hate him, he brought a lot of mainstream attention to this sport. And so I'm just this is gonna be relatively fast. Show you guys some of them, Boss Rudin versus Kevin Randleman. Rest in peace, Kevin Randleman passed away. Some of these old school ones, the Ultimate. These are the beginning of the beginning. Tito Ortiz. Matt Mitrione, Matt Hughes. Vitor Belfort, Chuck Liddell. Lots of OGs in here. Trying to go so y'all can see. I don't even think they were sponsored by Monster back then. No one wanted nothing to do with the sport, which is pretty sad because there's plenty of people like Chuck Liddell or Randy Couture who got like or BJ Penn, they get CTE because you're in the hurt game. You're gonna take a lot of blows to the head, and some of these fighters didn't get paid. Like, for example, nowadays fighters like Nate Diaz or Connor, Masvidal, all these fools, they make big top dog money, and these guys at the time, they were barely bringing in with it, Anderson Silva, Rashad Evans, Chuck Liddell. I can't go on about how much he sacrificed for the sport. Randy Couture versus Lesnar, Michael Bisping, one of my favorite fighters, man. Don't you say nothing about Michael Bisping, man. George St. Pierre versus BJ Penn. St. Pierre, obviously a beast. Lyoto Machida, Matt Hughes, Matt Serra. That was pretty cool. Shogun, Silver versus man. This is OG. This is no get Big Nog. Shogun. Big fights, man, at the time. Shame that they didn't get the attention they deserve, but I'm glad now that the sport has definitely changed. As I go through pages, you should be noticing, certain fighters aging and new fighters. Rampage Jackson, Lesnar versus Velasquez, Melvin Gillard. You did Mitrione, St. Pierre versus Koscheck. I don't know how Koscheck even got there. Shogun versus Jones. See, now I'm telling you, here comes a new era. John Jones. Can't deny John Jones. His presence is definitely noticeable, man. Cannot. Clay Guida versus Pettis. Another OG fight. Two OGs. Anderson Silva. Evans versus Tito. Belfort versus Akiyama. Dan Hardy, who's no longer with the UFC, but he's still OG. Uriah Faber and Cruz, man. Cruzito right there. Ortiz and Bader. Jake Shields. John Jones. Frankie Edgar. I can't deny Frankie Edgar. Man, I think this was part 2, or was this part 1 of Cain Velasquez versus Dos Santos? But this fight this is where it started, man. On Saturday, November 12th, this is where it started. There's BJ Penn versus Nick Diaz. Big respect to those fools. Wanderlei Silva. Man, let's go. Jake Miller versus Bisping. Lesnar versus Overeem. Look at this. It's cool, man. Some quick history. This one was on my birthday. Korean Zombie versus Dustin Poirier. See? You're gonna start noticing them new names. It's a shame it only goes up to 2017 because if not, you would see new fighters, like I said, like Doug Rose or Zhang Weili. Henry Cejudo or, Brandon Moreno. You feel me? Aljamain, even though, Usman. Usman is a good fighter. Francis Ngannou or Adesanya. I like Martin Vettori, even though, he's a little aggressive. But there's nothing wrong, it's all love, man. Chael Sonnen, the OG bad guy. Silva versus Weidman. Remember when he broke his leg? Like his leg turned into a noodle. Teixeira versus Bader. Henderson versus Pettis. I mean, come on, man. Bigfoot versus all this stuff right here, man. This was the stuff. None of that celebrity boxing. You know what I mean? This was throwing hands back then. You had to throw hands. You want to. This is when the era changed. Ronda Rousey. You know, that's when people really started seeing like, oh shit, females can knock out other females. Even though Cyborg was doing it, but you know, it takes someone with a certain personality and and she did that. She was like a female Connor, you know. They did in their own ways. They got attention for the sport. So you guys can see that Jose Aldo. Trying to speed it up a little bit here, but that one looks pretty cool. They did it as a comic. Hendricks versus Robbie Lawler. McGregor, new era, almost there, you guys. Johnson, Cormier, almost there. Last 2 pages. You guys let me know which one of these was your favorite fights. Which one of these did you guys watch? Which one of these did any of these get you into MMA? Oh, Aldo versus McGregor. That's my brother's favorite right there. He loves that fight.
One punch, baby.
He loves McGregor, but I don't got no hospitality towards the guy, you know. But just whatever. Dillashaw versus Cruz. Don't forget, Cejudo beat both of their asses. Let's see. McGregor versus Diaz. Oh yeah, that was a good one too. You can't forget. Oh, this is a young OG. Henderson versus my boy Masvidal, even though he got slept. But fuck it, it is what it is. Hunt versus Frank Mir. Yeah, that Diaz versus McGregor fight, that definitely brought a lot of spark because everybody thought McGregor was like undefeatable, and he got a lot of love from the Hispanic crew. From right here, if you're a big fan, you should be noticing some of these names, like Rockhold, or some of these fights. Here goes Johnson, Cejudo, you know, McDonald and Thompson, Dos Anjos. You guys should be knowing these fights, so I'm trying to go back. My
balls was hot.
My boy said my balls was hot.
No, that was a.
No, it was against Travis. Yeah, it was a fine ass hat. It was Travis Brown. He knocked out Travis Brown and said, "Where's Ronda Rousey's fine ass hat?" He said his wife punished him. He said no sex for a month. Derek Lewis a fool, man. Korean Zombie. Who's gonna fight up with Dan Inge? Y'all let me know who y'all got down in the comments. Like I said, who's y'all favorite fighter? What's y'all favorite match? Which one got you guys into watching UFC? Let's see. Nunes versus Shevchenko. That was crazy. Cowboy.
Pettis versus Moreno? I didn't even know they fought. Sergio Pettis?
Yeah, I told you. Moreno beat up Sergio Pettis. Cowboy versus Till. You know, you just, you know, if you're an OG, here's the lot, and we're just getting started. This should be filled with a gang of more posters that you guys should know, but I'm gonna leave you guys at this. Bisbee and Gastelum, obviously, you know, Gastelum slapped them. Poirier versus Pettis, obviously, you know, Poirier beat him. Holloway versus Aldo, you should know that Holloway won. Swanson versus Ortega won. Lawler versus Dos Anjos, I believe the Lawler beat him, right? And then he got that Ben Askren fight or something like that. And then we finish off with Cyborg versus Holly Holm, you guys. So let me, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. You know, I got my little UFC cards collecting. This is just the beginning. I told you guys I had something coming. You know, and I'm definitely gonna have more cards around, more memorabilia and stuff like that. So A big shout out to my brother for helping me out with this video. He's right here. He's watching. And so I really appreciate it, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, okay? Peace.